Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the next topic of the lesson number 2 for the grade 6th. This is the lecture number 2 for second lesson. The next topic of this lesson is molecular formula of an element. Molecular formula is a representation of an element which consists the same kind of atoms. Okay, it means that we can assign the molecular formula to an element if we know the number of the atoms present in the molecule. Okay, to write a molecular formula of an element, we should know symbol of an element and the number of atoms present in its molecule. For example, to write the molecular formula of hydrogen element, we will write the symbol and the number of atoms present in its molecule. Now you know that the symbol of the hydrogen is H and the number of the atoms which are present in the hydrogen molecule, that are 2. So the hydrogen molecule is having the formula H2. Similarly, if we want to write the molecular formula of oxygen, then the symbol of the oxygen is O and the number of the atoms present in its molecule are 2. So therefore the molecular formula of oxygen element is O2. Understand? Similarly, the nitrogen, the symbol is N and the number of the atoms present here are 2. So the molecular formula of nitrogen is N2. Similarly, calcium, the molecular formula for the calcium is Ca. Now it do not contain the more than one atoms. So it contain only one atom. Therefore, the molecular formula of an element of calcium is Ca. Okay. Similarly, sodium Na. Okay. So here I want to clear one thing, that somewhere we are writing 2, somewhere we are writing 1 only. So this depend upon the atomicity of the an element. Okay. So this topic we will discuss later. What is the atomicity of an element? What is the atomicity of molecule? Okay. So here you should know that the number of atom which a particular molecule of an element does it contains. Okay. Now next is compounds. Now what is compound? It is the combination of two or more atoms of different elements in a fixed ratio. That is known as the compound. Okay. Here whenever any compound is formed, then there is always formation of a new substance. Okay. Which have the different properties. Okay. So here I will take one example. Water is a compound in which hydrogen and oxygen elements combine together in a fixed ratio of 2:1 by volume and 1:8 ratio by mass. Okay. Now here the two types of the ratios are given here. One is 2:1 by volume and one ratio is 1:8 by mass. Let me understand you what is the ratio by volume, what is the meaning of ratio by volume and ratio of by mass. Now we have taken here two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. All of us we know that water is formed by the combining two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. So the ratio is 2:1. That means by volume. By volume mean to say that by volume, you know that the how many atom take part in the formation of water molecule, that are 2, and how many atom of oxygen take part in the water molecule, that is 1. So ratio becomes here 2:1. Okay. The ratio by volume mean to say that, understand, number of the atoms of particular element present in the molecule of a compound. Similarly, by mass, if we look by mass, ratio by mass, that is H and O. Now you know that what is the mass of the hydrogen atom, that is 1, and what is the mass of oxygen atom 16. Okay, now hydrogen one atom is having the mass 1, but there are the two atoms of the hydrogen, so we have to multiply by 2 by 1. So here the atomic mass of hydrogen becomes 2 because of the presence of two atoms of hydrogen. So ratio becomes 2 is to 16. We will divide this, we will take here common 2, and the ratio becomes here 1 by 8. Understand? So this is the meaning of the ratio by volume and ratio by mass. Okay. Now come to the example. Here two atoms combine. One hydrogen, second atom of the hydrogen, and one atom of the oxygen. These all three atoms combine to form a water molecule. Similarly, carbon dioxide. It is formed by the combination of a one carbon atom and two oxygen atom. Now, if you want to calculate the ratio by volume and ratio by mass, how will you calculate? Now, carbon and oxygen. Okay, let me explain you first one by volume. By volume. Okay, now what is the volume of the carbon here? One only. Understand? And what is the how many atoms of the oxygen are here? Two. So ratio becomes a 1 is to 2. And by mass mean to say that by mass how many atoms of the carbon are here? One only. And what is the mass of a one carbon atom? That is 12. And how many atoms of oxygen are here? That are 2. And each oxygen atom is having the atomic mass, that is 16. So 16 multiplied by 2, that becomes 12, 32. 16 multiplied by 32, 16 multiplied by 2, that becomes 32. Now you can take the common here. What is the common here? 4. So it becomes 3 ratio 8. If you will divide this by 4 and if you will divide this by 4, then it becomes 4 3 is a 12. 3 will be the quotient, and here the 8 will be the quotient. So ratio becomes 3 is to 8. Now this ratio cannot be simplified into the simpler terms, so it is the final ratio 3 is to 8. This is the ratio by mass. And what is the ratio by volume? That is 1 is to 2. That is the meaning of the ratios here. So I repeat here, whenever the compound is formed, then always the atoms of different elements combine always in a fixed ratio. The ratio will be fixed there. Understand? Now next one is the properties of compound. First property, it is obtained by the chemical combination of two or more elements in a fixed ratio. Always, already I told you, the compound is formed by combining two or more element in a fixed ratio. And second property, compound are homogeneous. Homogeneous mean to say that the composition of a combining constituent always remains same throughout. Third, physical and chemical properties of compound are different than that of the constituents element. It mean to say that we know that I'll just explain this by example. Same example I will take here. H plus H plus O, that will give rise to H2O. Here you will see hydrogen, that is a gas, H2 plus O2, that will give rise to H2O. Now you see here hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas, but the product which is formed a liquid. That means the property of a product is different than that of its constituent elements. Okay, the compound is having the different properties from its constituent element. As I told you, these both are gases, but the product is a liquid. Similarly, if we look here, hydrogen is combustible in nature and oxygen is the spotter of combustion, but the product which is formed, that is neither combustible nor a spotter of a combustion. Okay. Next and last property, that is during the third property, that is physical and chemical properties of compound are different. Then okay, this I have covered. Last property, during the formation of a compound, energy may released or absorbed. It means to say that whenever the compound formation occurs, the reaction may be exothermic or reaction may be endothermic. It means sometime we need the supply of heat there, and sometime the energy is also released in some compound formation. Okay, so I will end this video here only, and next we will discuss the molecular formula of a compound. Thank you.